everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Cowboys going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, here's Hackenberg. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Gun, Hackenberg. He's going to wind up in air. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jesse James, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Second down following the run. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Hackenberg. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Escaping the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Slot man moves right. Play fake. Hackenberg. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Hackenberg. Got some real estate inside the 30. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Cowboys. Eric Ebron, 43 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. Couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Wilson to give the rolls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Cowboys. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Shift together here from the D-line. Hackenberg now to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Oh, he shifts past him. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake, Hackenberg. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Rawls. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. First down, this is Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They set up the screen to Lynch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Rawls. They get 3 there on the pickup, and the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Wilson on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Wilson. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here we go now. P19, Detroit, Detroit. Back there in Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. P19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Wilson throwing on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, Hackenberg. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it here with Blunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Second and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back that up. Detroit. Detroit. Back that up, Philly. Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go.
Here's Hackenberg. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
There's Wilson to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. All right, no. Check. Patriot.
Hackenberg looks to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Second down, Hackenberg. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. For Hackenberg. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. Powering his way forward. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gano for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
To throw is Hackenberg. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now look at 56.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, Hackenberg. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Eric Ebron, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wilson. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he's named the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Wilson, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Defense showing blitz. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Wilson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Hackenberg. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big hold of the 30. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Back to throw. Out to his left. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught.
And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Dallas, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.